We live in a world where I can talk to someone on the other side of the planet instantly, yet sometimes I struggle to make eye contact with the person sitting next to me. This paradox has led me to reflect on a question that defines our generation. Is computer-mediated communication empowering us, or is it alienating us? When I first started this course, I thought of CMC as just using the internet. But looking back at my own habits, I realized it is actually the architecture of my entire social and academic life. My stance serves as a double-edged sword, basically. In the realm of learning, CMC has proven to be a complex mix of liberation and frustration. On the empowering side, it democratizes information. These are the moments when I think that I felt the struggle with a complex theory only to find an online resource that makes it easier when I click it. However, the academic experience through a social screen can be profoundly isolating. This is best explained by the social presence theory, and that is pretty self-explainable when you listen to it in class. Basically, it argues that the quality of communication depends on how real the other person feels. When we turn off our cameras off during a lecture, the medium filters out essential nonverbal cues, the nods, confusion, the shared laughter. Without these cues, it really doesn't feel like it's real. So this dynamic shifts even further when considering my social life. On one hand, CMC allows me to maintain a relationship that physical distance would otherwise destroy. I can stay close with friends abroad or my mother solely through memes and messages, also video calls. However, this brings us to the trap of curation, often explained by the hyper-personal model. Because we have time to edit our texts and filters to curate our photos, we present an optimized version of ourselves. I catch myself doing this constantly, by the way, which is very weird. I don't know why I even explained it. Furthermore, this is the exhaustion of context collapse. In the real world, I speak differently to my professors than I do with my best friends. But online, these audiences often merge. We constantly have to manage how we are perceived by everyone at once, which forces us to dilute our authentic selves to be safe for the general public. We trade nuances for likes, treat people as content to be consumed rather than individuals to be understood. Studying CMC has fundamentally changed how I view these interactions. I use it to attribute the alienation I felt to simply being antisocial. Now I realize it is often a feature of the medium itself. I have learned that CMC is a tool that amplifies what we put into it. If I use it for a passive consumption like doom scrolling at 2 a.m., I feel hollow. I feel regret the other day because I lack sleep, but I still do it anyways. So, is computer-mediated communication empowering or alienating? In the end, it's both. It is empowering because it breaks down the barriers of time and space, granting access to a world of knowledge. Yet, it is alienating because it often substitutes the image of connection for the messy real thing. My takeaway is that we need to stop letting CMC run on autopilot. We must reclaim our agency, recognizing that while the screen portal is important, it should never become a replacement for our true selves.